Hi, my name is Christina and I am your librarian here at Christina's Bookshelf. And today I am bringing you Camp H.O.W.L, aka Camp H.O.W.L by Brubaker. This is a book from the Dreamspun Beyond series, which is the paranormal series from Dreamspinner Press. And this is a werewolf, and I loved the concept, like absolutely thought it was brilliant. Our two main characters, Adrian Rothschild and Dr. Tate Lewis. When people go through puberty, that's when they make the change from just being your normal human to being a werewolf. Adrian missed that. When he went through puberty like a normal human being, no change, and stayed that way. So he thought something was wrong with him. Something is broken within Adrian. Now his mother is Alpha, leader of the pack. Adrian stays within the pack. He is still considered a member-ish, yet he doesn't quite feel like he belongs. There's obviously things that he can't do. There's parts of traditions that he can't be involved in. So he's halfway across the country on a business trip when he starts to feel a little ill. And it's not a big deal, you know, it's something he can totally take care of. Doesn't need to inform his mother about what's going on. Everything is going to be okay until he finds himself in the hospital. Well, maybe things aren't what they seem. And maybe Adrian's not as broken as he thought he was. Just, you know, a late bloomer by years. And this is where Dr. Tate Lewis comes in. He works at Camp H.O.W.L, and this is where adolescents go to get help with their transitions. They learn about so many things. It's not just transitioning. The socialness, how to keep what they are a secret. You know, you have social media these days, and there's so much that involves this world now that you need to keep secret, and just the fundamentals of being a werewolf, along with the physical change. And then you have the emotional and the mental and the spiritual aspect of it. And this is all what Camp H.O.W.L is for. Tate did not have something like this when he changed. His was horrific. Living where he lived, his father was just an absolute ass. I mean, I bonded with Tate with this because I look at the church that I grew up in as kind of being an occult. And that is where Tate is with his father, the way he grew up, the mentality of the men in his pack. I mean, it was just asinine, their beliefs and how they ran things. So as soon as he could, he left. He found this wonderful place. He wants to help kids that need this extra step in transitioning and just be there for them. What he doesn't expect is he's going to have to take this 20-something-year-old man and now help him through this transition as well. And along the way, there's a bond that's forming. And not just a, hey bro, how are things going bond, but something underneath, and not just physical attraction, although there's that. And Tate kind of runs from it, but there's something more, stronger, I want to say spiritual in nature that goes on between them. And it's really just kind of a rumor to Adrian. And Tate has a hard time believing it, but because it's something his father has like shoved down his throat, and it's manifested in lies. So to see the story as being a truth and being the beautiful thing that it's supposed to be, and take that from the abstract of crap that you've been, you know, shoveled into your face for your whole life, it's really hard. So you have Dr. Tate Lewis, who's, you know, camp counselor helping these children, is also getting a lesson himself. Adrian also is, I want to say he's kind of a teacher here, but he's also learning how to deal with the shift and what needs to happen. And so we're having this kind of awkward balancing act of what to do. How are we going to do this? Will Tate accept that this is his mate and something more? I loved the chemistry between them, the banter back and forth with Adrian being like, I know I'm new at this. I know I'm a late bloomer, but here's also what I am. You know, I'm a successful businessman. I'm not one of your teenagers that are here. I'm not stupid. You know, like, he's been around, he's older, and Tate has to kind of come to terms with his past life and his new life and kind of reconcile some things. What I found upsetting, there's just some things in here that happen along the lines of like between the parents, and it's not like communication between the parents, but it's like the children. I don't know how to word this without like giving things away, but I want to say that things happen that aren't reconciled that angered me. But it's an issue with the parents, but it comes down to the children. Does that make any sense? Probably not. You really have to read it to understand it, and then you can come to me and be like, Christina, I either get you, or Christina, I'm confused as freak from the moment you had this review, and I'm still confused, and I can be like, here's what I meant. That still bothers me to this day, because if somebody came to me and said, Christina, this is a cult you grew up in, tell me how to take it down, I'd be like, alrighty then. So I am giving Camp H.O.W.L by Brubaker 4 stars. It was fun and enticing and exciting, and I loved to see the shift happen later on for this character when it was supposed to happen at a certain point in his life, and for him to come in and be like, hey, I know I'm a late bloomer, you know, like I've already said this, but just for him to come in and stand his ground. I mean, he's going to go to this camp full of teenagers. He already knows it's going to be awkward for everybody, and then watching Tate kind of be like, I'm gonna stand back here, I'm gonna be professional 100% of the time, and watch him fight fate and fight the forces until things break down. If you want a really good werewolf story that's not like full of angst and dark places, but light, happy, I mean, we have our angst features, we have a horrific backstory when it comes to Tate, but the love and the chemistry and the laughter, and Brew just does a really good job of putting it all together for us, for it to be just a really great, easy, fast, fun read. I really loved it. What I'm going to do for you is I am going to leave the Dream Spinner and Amazon link down below so you can click it and be on your way to reading. It's fun. Just sit down and enjoy the read. If you've enjoyed this review, I'm going to ask that you give me a like. Leave me a comment. I love to interact with all of you guys, and go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I'm recovering from surgery, so I honestly don't know when new content will come out right now, but that is the magic of the subscribe button, is that you will get a notification when I have something new for you. If you're like me and think this chick's pretty awesome, down below I'm going to leave stalker links aplenty. Go, click, investigate, enjoy. If you have a book or an arc you'd like me to read, or some light editing proofreading you would like done, you may request via website. Camp H.O.W.L, a Dream Spun Beyond book from Dream Spinner Press by Brubaker, 4 stars. Bye. Hi, my name is Christina, and I am your librarian here at Christina's Bookshelf. And today I am bringing you Dragon's Hoard by M.A. Church. This is part of the Dream Spun Beyond series, and I thought it was fluffy and light and fantastical. We have Warwick, who is a dragon shifter, and as Avery, our little Omega, says several times, he's kind of like a modern day loan shark. He definitely does not let go of